Okay, everybody, we have the fogger primed and ready. You can see a little bit of smoke there. Here he is. He's getting started, so we're going to go ahead and start fogging this room and go from there. Okay, now we're going to do our next room. Now, one thing I like to do is go room by room, focus the fog into the corners, and then from there, we kind of do an overall fog everywhere. Now, this will dissipate, and it will expand and fill the area evenly. We want to make sure that we're getting to the furthest possible corner first. I wish you guys could smell this. Smells really nice. All right, we're gonna give that one a second here. We're gonna go into the third room. Go from here. Okay, see, this is already evenly dissipating throughout. And we're gonna go in here. There's a couple other spaces, little hidden nooks. And we just got unplugged. So let me get back to you in just a second here. Okay, so a couple things to consider. We just fogged everything. The home is empty and nobody will be in it until Monday. It doesn't actually need that long. It doesn't need the full weekend. It only needs usually a couple of hours to kind of do its thing. But something that I like to note every time, just to make sure, is I take a look at that house from the outside and make sure you can't see the smoke. Because if you can, that fog, that means you might have a neighbor that calls the police because they think it's on fire, right? So I do a full walk around the property, make sure there's nothing apparent that you can see that is that fog. And if there is, we either close the blinds or we'll actually hang out in the driveway and just kind of make sure that nobody's calling the police or emergencies, just to cover that. Now, pop quiz, I asked earlier if anyone knows why the smoke detectors did not go off when I did that. So this is kind of a trick question because sometimes they will go off, but in this case they didn't. Why is that? The reason they didn't go off is because it is a newer sensor, and the new sensors actually talk to the CO2 sensors. So if it does not detect CO2, but it detects smoke, it won't go off because they know, hey, that might be steam from a shower or thermal fogging, for example. So that way it doesn't set off any false alarms. This home just happened to have those newer sensors, so it did not go off because the two sensors talked to each other, and the CO2 was not on, so it kind of checked and balanced there, and it knows that it's not an emergency. You guys have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions.